Silicon Valley is on fire right now. It's one of the greatest times to be an entrepreneur in Silicon Valley, and there are several major megatrends that are driving innovation, and obviously the mobile boom, the cloud, the disruption of media. We're now seeing wearable computer devices like Google Glasses. So all of this is really changing the way people are accessing and using information and creating a lot of super high growth company opportunities.
I think where good people and good money combine, that's the particular combination which creates great opportunities, not just good ones. And when opportunity and people come together and ideas get exchanged, that's where you see the magic occurring.
I've been an entrepreneur since I was literally 16 years old. That's not that's normal today. It seems like to start so young, but for my day that was a little bit strange. But it's one of those things that's both exciting and terrifying. Anybody who's ever done it will understand that. It's also very liberating.
I think there's a lot more people that want to be entrepreneurs, and that makes sense because mathematically there's a lot more entrepreneurial opportunities out there. But at the end of the day, all great entrepreneurs, whether it's Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg, are people who really are in the business of making a mark in the world, of changing the world in some way positive through new innovations. And I think when you find entrepreneurs whose whole goal is to make a lot of money, generally those entrepreneurs don't succeed. It really takes people who are very passionate about doing very focused things to create the greatest companies.
BrandScreen is a company which is transforming the advertising business.
Give It is the easiest way for anyone to create videos just by tapping on their screen. So often we take videos and they're very long, and there's some great gems in the videos, but unfortunately there's a lot of stuff that really doesn't belong or is really not that interesting. So just by watching your videos and tapping on the best parts, remember those parts, and we automatically combine those parts together for you, making editing super simple and easy and fast.
By allowing advertisers to directly buy audiences and to learn insights as to how audiences behave. So I was an early investor in the company and was on the board, and at a time when the company went through a major transformation, got directly involved on a day-to-day basis to help drive the scaling of that company.
That great entrepreneurs always need to be willing to take risks, and so that means waking up every day, assessing what's going on in your market, and having the courage and the willingness to pivot and remake your business to adapt to the changing needs of the market. And I think that's one of the great signs of a good entrepreneur, is someone who has the courage to make those changes quickly and take advantage of opportunities.
Actually pivoted a couple times. That's a great question. We were originally B2B. In fact, we did all the back-end technology, the cloud technology for the flip camera, if you don't even remember the flip camera. And when Cisco decided to exit the business, they were our biggest customer. We saw this as an opportunity to take all the knowledge we had and understanding about video and release a consumer version of what we were doing and really be in the front of that. And so that's what we did. We completely pivoted our business model from B2B to B2C. The process is sort of an organized chaos is the best way to describe it. People think that you can just create a standard process around that and sort of have this top-down approach to ingenuity. But in fact, we find that not to be true. The best ways to create really innovative products is very messy. It's putting great people together, having them really think and talk about the problem they're trying to solve, to encourage arguments even, discourse, challenge ideas, constantly aware of things. And then when you come up with what you're doing, make sure that you have like the minimum viable product. That is the product that people will resonate with. But then once you have that, to continue to innovate. And that innovation process is also ongoing. For example, we release a new version of the app about every few weeks. And what we're always thinking about when we release one is what we're doing next, the next 2 weeks, the next 4, the next 6, the next 8 weeks. And it's really thinking about that. Other part of it is tracking exactly what people are doing so that you're responding to, in the application, what's most important. and then listening to your audience. We're lucky we have a social app, and I really think that social is the way to go. And so our users give us great feedback on what to do next.
So in order to have a viable new business or innovation creation ecosystem, you have to be able to reward risk, you have to be able to provide adequate level of resources and learning to be able...
I think 10 years from now we'll have, who knows, we may have some wristband that figures out when your blood glucose level is low enough, and a drone comes and delivers you a pizza or a paella or whatever it is you eat in Brazil. And so then your blood glucose level goes up before you knew it was down. I think that need anticipation will be a big deal. I think there are going to be other things. I mean, I think we may be able to transform the aircraft industry. There may be new ways of building aircraft. There may be new ways of banking. May be new ways of educating people. All of those things are right for you as an entrepreneur.
It's very hard to pick 10 years and far in advance because change occurs so rapidly, and if anything, the speed of change is accelerated. So, you know, it's interesting. If you watch a movie from out of, let's say, the 1980s or the mid-90s, and you see the cultural references, any American movie, Google didn't exist, Yahoo didn't exist. So many of the things which are commonplace right now, Wi-Fi didn't exist. So it's very hard to predict the specific areas of opportunity that will come from a certain technology. But human needs don't change. The need for education, the need for comfort, the need for entertainment, and the need to be able to create a better life, all of those never change.
It's interesting to note that apparently we access our smartphone, the average person accesses their smartphone 150 times a day, and a lot of those exercises are going to move over to smart glasses, smart wrist watches, because the other statistics, it takes you 22 minutes or 22 seconds to access your phone. So if you take 150 actions and you times it by the 20 seconds it takes you to perform that action, that's like an hour of time that can be saved if you have a hands-free and just can access it immediately.
So hands-on means working with the team, developing people, and taking something which is an opportunity and making it real.
Oh, hands-on for me is being all in, going for it, taking advantage of your situation, living your life to the fullest, and making a good business out of it.